How's it going, everybody? Level M Diecast. Exciting video for you today. We are going to cover the A case of Matchbox Real Working Rigs for 2022. These can be picked up at retail now, and some hobby dealers have these as well. So very, very nice. This mix consists of 2 new decos on existing castings, as well as 2 re-release decos onto existing castings as well. There are 2 per case, 2 per case, 1 per case, and 3 per case. Now, the GMC Attenuator truck, a lot of you guys may be saying, how many times are we going to see this? Well, you're absolutely right. This is the original release of that truck and deco. Checking out the bottom, you can see this is dated M12. This was the Phillips head screwdriver assembly when it was first released. And then we did get it re-released last year in the Real Working Rigs, which is this guy. And then they switched to the triangular head assembly for him. You can see it's dated P24. Decos are the same. The shields are a little bit different in their thickness of the print in there. One's got a little bit more black than the other. Other than that, there's no difference. Now, the funny thing about this is, so this is a carded one from last year. Still the same date code, P24. This is 15 of 16 last year. So this one right here that's included in the A case, this is also 15 of 16. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be another re-release or if this was intended to be like a carryover from the previous case or something like that. This guy is dated P39. So there's 15 weeks difference between the last one and then this guy. So 15 weeks in between the two. So I'm not really sure what the details are, but regardless, it's new base code, so it's going to go into the collection here. Unfortunately, the one that I got from the store today is the blister's already cracked. So, but the rest of them will be sealed. You guys can see me crack open the rest of them. So just taking a look at the previous one versus this current one. So previous one will be on the bottom. There's really no difference between the two. Just back to that opacity difference on the shield. You know, the font's a little bit different sized, but you know, other than that, there's really no difference. The original is on the right. The new one is on the left. So a lot of changes on the back there. It's much bolder for sure. So since this new one in my left hand, let's take a look at the original release when this casting was 100% brand new. So that one was also much bolder print. So very interesting. You know, there's enough changes here, but you know, no offense, but definitely don't want to see this truck anymore. We just don't. All right, we're gonna roll on to this guy. That is the Pierce Velocity platform. This is a re-released deco. This is the original Earl B. Comfax. I forget who that is, but that is an important person. In some aspects, I do apologize. I'm sure you guys are going to roast me for that one. C26 is the date code on the bottom. C28. That was when it was originally released. So let's crack open this guy and let's do some comparos. So, in case you guys were curious about the Quantum Aero platform, it does everything that you would think it does. Ladder slides all the way up. It's a 2-piece ladder platform. Goes up quite tall. Does full 360 rotation. It is notched, so it'll stay where you put it, which is pretty nice. Doesn't have any outriggers or anything, but that's okay. It slides down very easily. Of course, the boom is all plastic, because of course it is. All right, our new one is going to be on the top. So looking at the side here, you will see there is a little bit difference in the gold on the platform up there. The gold is a little bit brighter, more brilliant than the original. Also, the banner on the side of the ladder is much darker red. So that looks pretty good. They are both the same two-tone paint. The top one, which is the new one, is a little bit darker red in the paint. Also, kind of hard to show on the camera, but on the original, where the grab handles are, in the silver color, so those are Tampo paint. It's actual paint. On the new one, they are inkjet printed. So that gray is that really nice inkjet printing. It looks pretty good. And then you look at the seals on the actual fire truck. The new one is much darker gold than the original is much lighter gold. Switching around here. You see the one on the top is our new guy. Much darker plastic on the bottom. Very much darker plastic on the bottom. But the assembly and everything like that is all the same between the two. There are no deets changes. So, still pretty good. There are no front Tampo prints on this guy. It looks pretty good. No differences on the printing side to side. Same side to side. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. And then, of course, there's no rear Tampo print on this guy because he's all chromed up. All chromed up. So, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Very happy to add another version. So, we'll slide him back there. We'll slide our Comparo other guys back there. Now, we're going to take a look at a brand new deco we have. That's this guy. This is the GMC C8500 Top Kick tree trimming truck. This is only the third time we've ever seen this casting. This is just not a very good, or not a very used casting. This particular casting debuted right at the end of the original Real Working Rigs. And we ended up squeezing out 2 decos out of it. It was just kind of difficult to get those, but we got them. So it's very nice to see this come back. This is decoed up with Ozima. That is Terry Ozima. He is a former Matchbox Ambassador. Very prevalent guy in the Matchbox community. So many of you guys will probably know who he is. So pretty cool to see him on a Matchbox vehicle. Chicago, Illinois. That may be where he lives. Class 6 on the side looks pretty good. Got a nice platform on the top here. This does a bajillions of things. Swinging it around to the other side. Just taking a look at the Tampos on that side. Does have that really nice Tampo print on the plastic back here, but the cab has the normal, Tampo pass print on it. There are no front Tampo prints on this guy. And I don't know if that used to say GMC in the front, but I think it used to say GMC in the front or something right there in the grill. But when I first saw this, I was like, oh my God, they made this like a generic. But no, they didn't do that. They didn't do that. This guy, full boom. Get this going here. There we go. Get the boom up. We're going to move the camera down because this guy does all kinds of cool stuff. So boom comes up, boom comes down. The platform for the operator stays. This does rotate 360 as well, which is pretty good. It does dump in the back to get all the tree stuff out, and it does have the flap to open it up. Works exactly like it's supposed to. On the bottom here, he does have outriggers. They're very stiff. See the outriggers? And the outriggers work good. Sits there very nicely. They're very flush. Looks pretty good. I like those. It looks pretty good. On the very original release, those tend to not stand up very well. But this is actually got the front end off the ground, which is pretty nice. So get some good posing out of that guy. So that's a pretty good version. I think the colors are perfect. Looks good. Looks really good. Move him to the back. Oops, sorry about that. All right, we're going to get on to the Garbage King HD, HL, XL. Everything is just out of control with their King names these days. This is only the second time that we have seen this particular casting. This was a brand new casting last year. Does come with a garbage tote, which is a separate piece. Not sure why it's in black, but that's okay. This is the truck itself. This is a brand new deco, Real Working Rig number 51. Matchbox City, it says on the side. City Waste Services. Got your recycle logo. Lots of good Tampo print in there. Got the GVR waiting on there, which is pretty good. It does have gold for the foil print on the wheels. Looks pretty good. There are the Tampo print on the side. Looks pretty good. Pretty good. It says El Segundo there at the bottom. I'm not sure what that number is. Maybe that's some kind of code number or something. You guys can decipher that if you want to. This guy does exactly what you think he would do. So forks fold up and down exactly like it's supposed to. Does dump as well. And then, of course, the back opens up. It is clicked, so it'll stay. And then, of course, the whole unit dumps just like you're supposed to. Being a dump truck, on this aspect of it, works exactly like a dump truck. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. I do like this platform over the top. And then, of course, dumpster slides right in there. Dumps right into there. Perfectly fine. Works perfectly good. Pull it back out. Put it back down. Pulls right out. Definitely one of the better real working rigs they've ever done in terms of just functionality and how well it works. However, this dumpster is not the same dumpster as the mainline little dumpster hauler truck with the one on the back. They're not the same dumpster, unfortunately. So they definitely missed a point there, unfortunately. But this is pretty good. This is a pretty good version. I really like the deco. I think it's nice. Last year's deco in blue was pretty appropriate. Definitely looked like a BFI, which was pretty cool. So not too bad. So this is our mix here. We got our front load garbage XL. We got our Earl B Comptax Pierce, and then we got this guy. And like I said, guys, I'm not 100% sure if that attenuator is supposed to be part of this mix as far as a release. I do believe that's just a carryover casting. But one thing I did want to point out, guys, which is good news, we are still going to get 16 models this year. So that's definitely a good thing. So very, very exciting for that, which means we should have 4 mixes of 4 models. So if this is 4 models, there's your mix. But not too bad, not too bad. I'm not exactly too thrilled about the direction of real working rigs by now, but that's for another video. So for now, I just want to know, what do you guys think of these? What do you guys think about the re-releases? And it's nice seeing a casting come back that we haven't seen for a little bit. And of course, this guy was a huge hit last year for sure. And he keeps rolling with another good deco, another good version. So very, very happy with this. Very, very happy to add these into the collection of real working rigs, which is just to the left of the studio. Right there. So we're going to throw these guys into that mix. And we're going to say thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. You guys are sweet. You guys are awesome. You keep me going. And we're going to catch you next time here at Level M. Peace!